I haven't been here for, I'm going to say about a week. It's now the 29th of July and oh my God, it just feels like it's an explosion of stuff going on, whether it's stuff growing or stuff dying or, you know, naturally dying, not because I've killed it. There's just so much that's gone. I don't know where to start. I think I'm probably going to start. Should we start at this end? No, tell you what, we'll start up there. We'll start right at the back and work our way forward because there's just so much to look at and a few things to do. So come on, let's go at the back there and see what's happening with that sweet corn. Right, so if you remember, I managed to save some sweet corn, didn't I? But it's outgrowing this greenhouse now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this greenhouse off. If we can use it down there, we will put it on maybe where the beans are, behind the sweet peas, next to the loofahs, maybe. Otherwise, we'll just pop it away till next year because we couldn't leave it up over winter anyway. It would just blow away. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I've pegged it down. So what I need to do is it just need to lift that off and then we'll come back because we've actually got some space here and we could even sow some seeds because we do still have some seeds from July's craft club box that we could put in here, and there's space enough to grow. There's room for everything in there. So yeah, first of all, I'm just going to set this. It is pegged down, so I'm just going to lift those pegs up, and then I'll bring you back. Look what, there was only a few pegs in there, but they held really securely. Okay, so let's just bob that out of the way for now. We will see if we can use it in a minute when we get further down there. Right, let's have a look at what we've got in here. You know what? They're quite tall. Will we get sweet corn off them? I don't know, but we could at least give it a try, couldn't we? Right, well, we do have a big space here, so let me just go and have a look at the seeds that I've got. Sorry, it's just weeds. Getting rid of the weeds out the front of here. Let me just go and have a look at the seeds I've got and see if we can sow something in here alongside this sweet corn, which looks okay. Okay, so we've got the sweet corn. It's growing quite nicely. But we do have this, what's that? There's tail, no thank you. We do have a bit of a space here, so you know what? Gosh, it's very dry. This needs a good water. I'll get onto that when I've done these seeds. Right, I'm just doing that because it's got a lot of straw on top. So I just want to mix it in. Make sure I'm not just directly planting into straw. Okay, in fact, this has got horse manure, I think, as well. I think so. Right, well, I think at least we could, in this bit here, sow some seeds. And what seeds I've got are, I've lost my kneeling pad, so I'm using this. Right, it's around, but I've no idea where. Right, so we've got some, we can't see what that is because it says Seeds Craft Club. It's Swiss chard. Right, so I do know you sow it in drills sparsely, right? Okay, so let's just, that might be horse manure. Right, okay. I'm just get it ready. Okay. We'll just use that space. And which way should we do it? We'll do it this way. So they don't need to be deep. You know, 2 lines is probably all we need. They grow quite bushy. Better to grow something in this space than nothing, isn't it? That line can go all the way to there. A few of them fell in. Right, doesn't matter. Let's just cover them over a little bit. We need to definitely get the water on that. I'm going to attach the hose because looking at how dry this is, I would imagine. Right, so it's in line with that sweet corn there. Number 2, more or less in line with that one, and the front one is just here, right at the front. Just so as I know what's growing. Right, we need to plug that hose pipe in. Give this a good water, then we're on to the next thing on here. Because there's so much to do and it really needs to, rather than dart from one to the other, I need to really start here and work my way back and do everything. Okay, I'm still enjoying the quick hose spray head and the fixed thing there that fixes it on. So I put my money where my mouth is. I really do. I think this is great, honestly. Right, Right, that's watered well and truly. I've also watered the sweet potato leaves in there. We'll come to this in a minute, but let's go to the back. Let's tackle this back bit now. Right. Did we sow anything in here? I don't think we sowed anything back in here, but we will. We can sow something back in there. But now it's these spring onions, and these need harvesting now. Definitely, for sure. So, you can't see. Let me bring you a little bit closer maybe. It's difficult because I don't want you to just see the back of me. Right. And you know, I have learnt something, and it says that these things grow through bags, all plants and stuff. But look, that hasn't, I mean, I know it will compost, but it hasn't. And things have been struggling to grow through it. So next year, I'm not going to keep them in the bags. I mean, I'm going to take, oh, it smells very spring onion. I am going to take the bags off anything that I plant. Sorry. Just want to get that soil in there. I'm going to take the bags off because I do think that it's restricted it. Yes, they can grow through it. Yes, they do grow through it, but not at the rate that I would like it to, I think. And I think that it could do. So I'm just going to harvest these now. Let's stick them in here. Stick them in here. These are all ready. I've had a few that you've not seen. I've harvested a few that you've not seen. Every now and again, just pick one or two. Right. Let me just, there's a nettle in there. That's always lovely, isn't it, to get a nettle sting on you? But look, we're not doing too bad. These are okay. They smell very oniony, very spring oniony, so I think they're done. And we can put something else in here, can't we? We can get rid of that nettle for a start. Can you see? I'm getting loads here. I think I might, well, Willow's back from a holiday. She's gone to Greece with a friend for a week, and she's back in a couple of days. No, she's back tomorrow. So I'm going to make her a stew. She's probably the only one in the household that would eat it. I'm going to make her a stew. I'm going to put some spring onions in it. And I shall see if anybody else wants any of these onions. But in the end, we had quite a lot of onions in here. Ouch, stinger. And they were just grown when I cut that off, used the onion and replanted those. And I might do the same again. Actually, I might do. Yes. So I'll take these home, clean them, cut them off, put those back in the water, pop them back in there. What do you think? Will that work over autumn? It's not autumn yet, is it? It's still summer. We're only 28th of July. So, up my nose again, sorry. We'll try it again, but those smell like they're supposed to smell, so you know I can't test it. You know I can't give them a test, but I'm going to make a stew. I'm going to put them in, put some in the fridge, see if anybody else will have them, but there you go. Spring onions. They worked out how much of this can you cook to eat? You know what I mean? How much of this? I'm going to have to Google it because I don't know, because I don't eat it. I don't know how much of that you can eat. Or whether it's just the bottom bit you eat on a spring onion. Who knows? I don't know. Right, you see in there, look, I don't know if you can see, let's get you a bit further. Let's be closer, sorry. Closer to it. There. Right. So I think what we'll do, get my gloves on, nettle, get out, a couple of weeds, put a few manure pellets in there and get it ready for when we're going to put these back in again. Right, probably when this video goes out, go, oh no, you can't do that, you can't do that. It'll be too late. It'll be too late. By the time you see this, they'll be planted, right? So I'm just going to get my gloves so I can pull all that out. I can't find a right hand glove, so I'll put my left hand glove on upside down. Right, I never did use these for pellets, for bear traps for slugs, because I just didn't need them, but they've been handy for that. Right, let's get rid. That bag can stay in. The bag can stay in. Right, that will rot, won't it? Oh gosh, we went woodlarking the other week. You've probably seen it on the channel already, I'm not sure, but there was a cyclist walking through the place where we were woodlarking, just as a shortcut. Oh my gosh, he was in his shorts and he was screaming. He was screaming in agony because of all the nettles. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't even know how much of it we showed of him actually. Oh my, he fell over. He was screaming, honestly. It was so bad with his shorts on. He just turned around and just left. It was so bad. So we hate nettles. Everybody hates nettles. They're not very nice. Right, let me just, we've got in moss. Moss is okay, isn't it? Just means it's been damp. Sorry. Right, that's really awkward to do. Let me just see. Sorry, if I can just show you in my hand rather than like that bag. I'll just get rid of that bag. That's it. I'm not gonna leave things in bags anymore. Yeah, you know, it's okay, and the roots did grow through it, but I don't think they grew through it like they would do if they weren't in the bag, if you know what I mean. Right, I can't even bother emptying them fully. Right, so bags, yeah, they're okay, but I would rip them off. I just put it in there. Because I thought they'd have decomposed a lot quicker than that by now. Right. This is good soil in here. It's got manure in it. It's got, you know, it's got some good stuff in it. So I will regrow those things. Sorry. Let's get them mixed in, because it'll be at least another week. That is nice and damp in there. Okay. Right, we've got, sorry, that was a bit of a swift move. We've got something to put in the compost heap there, but that's okay for another day. And we've got one in there, we've got a space in there as well, so we can grow in that one as well, should we wish to. And it's a greenhouse, so it'll be okay through autumn in there, I would imagine. Right, that's another job done. Okay, I've also just cleared the entrance to the hedgehog house. It had like a weed growing up in the doorway, so I've pulled it out. I'll keep an eye on it, and it could do with putting another piece of weed membrane down to stop anything coming. I should put it underneath really, but it looks very cosy in there. If you're a spider, it looks super cosy. Loads of cobwebs, but the bedding is still in there, so I'm hopeful if we leave it there, something might find it, whatever it might be. Right, so now at the peas, and I've picked so many peas, but now it's time to pick the seeds because they've dried. These, you probably can't hear it, but they are rattling seeds. And these are the bags I'd got from my sweet corn. Maybe I should try the bags on the ones I've rescued if they're getting sweet corns on, but we decided to put a house on the sweet corn. But now we've got some peas, some dried peas to harvest. We'll keep them in here. I didn't take them home last year. I kept them in the allotment covered up in a brown paper bag, so oops, I might get some more brown paper bags, but for now we will just stick them in these bags. Oh, there we go, there's lots of peas. And next year, another lesson learnt. So first lesson learnt was I will remove things from the bags. Okay, that's empty. I will take things out of the bags when I plant them, if I grow them in bags again. I mean, I like to grow them in the bags, but if I grow them in bags again, I picked that many peas, there's not many seeds actually, to be fair. Right, we'll just, I think the next time we come, we can probably get rid of that. There's just, I think that is it done? I think that's done now, you know what? That's done now. Should we get rid of it? I think we should. Yes, so second thing, first thing, bags. Take things out the bags when I plant them, right? No matter if it disturbs the roots, get them out of them bags. Second thing is directly sow peas. Peas are absolutely fine directly sowed. I don't need to sow them in the polytunnel a month or so before. I can just stick them straight in the ground. Because look what happened, right? Some got by frost and they just didn't take off. And I think it's them bags as well, right? So, second thing learned, directly sow peas. There's no problem. I did it the year before and it worked fine. But for now, you know what? I think I'm going to take this down. I think if I can get my scissors, because I've held it back with a bit of twine. Just going to get my scissors. I've got some dry peas in there. Is there any more? One more there. There. Okay. I've got enough anyway. I've got enough peas, but I think that's all leaves. That's done. That's done now. There's no more fresh peas coming on that, so I'm going to take that down. Luckily, this is right next to the compost. There we go. Save that twine. Might be able to use it for something else. painless, wasn't it? Right, should we chop it up as we put it in the compost, just to help it along? I think we will. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame when it all comes to the end. That growing is done. It's so easy to grow peas, honestly. If you're struggling, you think, oh, I don't know what to put in for the first year, just whack a load of structures in, whack a load of peas in, and you can't go wrong. Right, I'm just going to carry on doing this, putting it into small pieces, get it into the compost. Okay, I got a bit fed up with cutting that towards the end and I just sort of ripped it up and shoved it in. Right, so what I'm going to do, because I don't like to leave a bed just like that, I will stick a bit of water on it. Hang on, stick some manure pellets in it, just in case, you know. Sorry, I'm just going behind you to get the hose. Just in case we want to grow anything, sorry. I am just right behind you. There we go. Right, just in case. Okay. Just going to mix in a few pellets. Give it a water. You never know. Those peas, roots that I've left in might sprout some more peas. You just never know with these things. So yeah, let me just give it a bit of water. Right, so moving along, we'll get into this corner of the allotment. You know, these have yet to flop down. Oh, sorry. Sorry. These have yet to flop down. They seem to be not quite at a flopping level yet. My lemongrass is growing. My cola herb, look, my cola herb is getting quite big. I saw a channel, a new channel for me. I can't remember what it was called. Something Shed. There's Something Shed with two ladies, and they had a cola herb, and it was like that. And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to have to plant it in the ground if I want it to grow like that, which I might do. And I was thinking, a cola herb hedge. Ooh, right. So maybe next year I might do a cola herb hedge, seeing as my nasturtium edging just didn't happen, didn't work. But yeah, I can't remember what they're called. The Something Shed. Not the hippie shed. I don't know what it was. If I remember next time, I'll tell you. Anyway, their cola herb was massive. Right, so that's okay. That's okay. This is now on its last legs. The pea structure, they never got further than here. I did it too late. I should have done it at the start, really. So there's a couple of peas on there which I can pick. Okay, that's the last of the peas on that lot, I'd say. I've picked them all. So there's no even dried peas to pick on there. So what we need to do now is empty that bed. Let's get something for the weeds. Right, so yeah, I've got loads of peas off this bit, so I'm not too bothered about them not being here anymore. I've got a few offcuts here that they'll do the job. Yeah, and in them bags, actually, the bags inside the bags are quite dry. Look at that. Because that's not dry around it, but in the bag, look, it's quite dry. Right, lesson learned. So that's okay. It's okay to learn lessons. That's how you get a bit better each year, isn't it? Right. Any more? Yep. God, how much did you put in here? We don't need to worry about the sweet pea arches. They are doing just fine. We will just keep picking them as and when. And the herbs are doing absolutely fine as well. Our cola, our mini little cola there isn't doing quite so great in the middle, but that one at the bottom's doing really well. I'm not quite sure why that one isn't really taking off. We've got a lavender there, we've got the lavender there, of course. We've cut the lavender back now that it's finished actually, so let me get my scissors, cut that back. Okay, let's give that a little bit of a trim. As long as you don't cut it back to dead wood, as long as you're cutting green, it's okay, isn't it? I believe, but these flourished really well. They did. Yeah, battery ran out a little bit there, right? So we'll do that. I don't think I need to cut these ones back yet, all the other things. When it gets to the end of August and I get, like I said, sorry, let me turn you around because you'll see me better that way. When I get to the end of August and I've lost a bit more weight, if I get in the 12 something, like I said last week, I believe, or the week before, when I get into the 12 stone something, I'm going to cook here. So I might use the herbs. Even though I'm going to do the toast it, I might do some mashed potato or something, stick some herbs in. You know, I might do something. So I'm not going to cut these herbs back, and I don't think it's time to cut them back anyway. Or should I try the rosemary? No, I don't need to try it. Right, we might use some of these herbs. I might get adventurous and use some of these herbs next time. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to water the sweet pea arch and I'm going to water the herbs. We're moving along the allotment really well. I'm hopeful we'll get to the end, but we're just doing general tidy up. And sometimes you can get overwhelmed. You think, oh, I've got to do that, do that. Start at one end, work your way down. If you only get halfway, it doesn't matter. Next time you come back, start at that halfway point and carry on. Don't overwhelm yourself with loads and loads of stuff. Give it some sort of order and structure. I'm no expert, but that's just how I go about things when I really need to get on top of stuff. Now let's start on this section, which was peas. There's a sneaky little sweet pea in here as well, and a tree from around the back. Right, and with radishes, we need to get the radishes out now, I think, actually. Some of them haven't amounted to anything. Most of these haven't amounted to anything. Just get the odd one that has. Nope, they haven't amounted to anything. And let me tell you, if they've not amounted to anything now, they're never going to. Right. Oh, not a very good thingy of radishes this year, actually. Last year. Oh, there we go. There's one. A little tiddler. Better than nothing. But that's the one. Those are a bust. Those are a hit. That's a hit. So let me just stick it on there. Oh, that's a whopper. There we go. One good whopper. But yeah, that'll do. It's a little and nothing. Ooh. Whopper. I'll show you at the end, but yeah, let's get these out now. It seems really early for clearing beds, but there's other stuff I can plant. There's other stuff I can sow out, isn't there? Right, we don't need to weed it. Let's not weed it yet. Let's get the radishes out first. Oh, look. That's a whopper. That's a whopper. Okay. Yeah, the ones down this end didn't do so good. That'll do. No, that one's split. Been in too long, I think. But some of these just haven't amounted to anything, which is weird because I did feed them. Yeah, these are just long nothingness. A long bit of nothingness. Oh, there we go. There's one. Another one. I know the tiddlers. Don't matter. They're still radishes. Still edible. Right, there we go. There's another. Don't know if you can see. Hopefully you can. I'll show you at the end. Nope, none of them. Wow, super amazingly disappointed this year, radishes. Yep, all that lot. Too small to do anything with. Okay, you are going in the compost. Right, now these black radishes never ever have amounted to anything, so I would imagine they're, I don't know, find a tub to put my things in so I don't have to go to the compost just yet. Right, compost tub. Let me move you down a little bit. I'm not sure how much you can see. These are the two beds that I put too close together, just because that's all the room that I had. Right, we've got a good selection of radishes there that we can keep. Unfortunately, not a big selection of radishes. Right, black radish, how are you doing? Nothing. And these aren't close together, right? These ones round the corner aren't planted close together. So you can't say that they're not had room to grow. These just, don't know what it is. Nope, not a one. Not a one. No. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, it's probably one of the pink ones. I don't know. I don't know why the black ones never amount to anything. Not one single one. Nope. Nope. Forget it. Forget it. No point in looking. Not a one. Not a one single black radish. My compost bin is going to be very full today. Look, that's what you get. That's surely not a radish, is it? It didn't look like that on the picture. There are nothing. That's really so disappointing. Well, I picked the odd radish before this little harvest, this last end of thingy harvest here. But I'm going to say I've got half as many radish. So I probably picked that many radish 3 times over, that's all. That many radish 3 times over this season. And I'd say that's probably about just over half of what I got last year. Maybe I shouldn't have put them in the same bed as last year. Remember, don't put the radish in there. But there you go, there's a little harvest, it's food. Listen, don't knock it. It's all food to go on the plate. Not my plate, obviously, but somebody's plate. I've put the scissors down, but I don't know where I put them down now and I can't see them. Luckily, I do have some other rubbish ones, and I'll have to take this home and wash it, this kneeling thing that's actually a bench mattress thing. Ugh. I've wet it, I've dirtied it, right. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to weed this bit and then get onto the peas, which are all... In fact, should we get rid of the peas first? What's that? Some sort of tree. Right, let's get rid of you. Whatever you are. Right, peas. You are all done now. You have been well picked. Hopefully these scissors will do it. I don't know what I've done with them still, honest to God. Oh, I did put them up here. Just remembered. Ah, put them on the birdhouse. Just my mind then was just thinking, what would you have done with them? Right, we'll just chop them off first, then we'll get them bags out the ground. Yeah, have I learned anything else? So far, no. I think those 2 lessons are what I've learned so far this year. Oh, there's a bit of a seed pod on there. I thought I'd pick them all before these ones. A few hidden seed pods on this one. We'll take them, put them in there. Let's just stick them down there for now. No point in wasting them if we've bothered to grow them. There wasn't many peas left on here, that's why I thought I'd got them all. A lot of these peas have already fell out. Right, okay. Oh, I've accidentally picked a sweet pea. Never mind. She will get used. We need to renew the flowers at the memorial bench anyway, so that can go there. Oh, this little slide bit has got a few super dried peas on. Okay, what's that radish? Okay, little spare radish. We'll have you. I'll put you on there for now. Okay, right. There's a tree on the other side. Is it on my... It's not on my side, otherwise I'd cut it completely down. Right, what's that? Get the grass from the other side. And so let's just neaten this bit up. Let's do what we can. Get these bags out. Look at them, not even one of them slightly disintegrated. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What do they mean by compostable? Biodegradable, I mean. What sort of time scale do they give something to be biodegradable? For me, I would have said if it hasn't started deteriorating in 3 months, 4 months in the ground, it's not going to go anywhere, is it, very soon? And let's see if the soil in these bags is dry, shall we? And it is really quite dry. Right, let's get the weeds out first. Let's tackle you in a minute. Let's get all these weeds out. Right, you know the score. I'm going to weed it. I'm going to put chicken manure pellets on it and I'm going to water it. Just like I have done the other ones, so you really don't need to see that. I will show you the end result of my hard work. Okay, feeling super happy about that. I accidentally pulled out the sweet pea, but because it was in its bag, I just replanted the bag there. I should have undone the bag really thinking about it, but you know what, it's got a few flowers on it. It might survive, it might not. It was just like a stray one. So we've weeded that, we've put the pellets on, we've watered it. Right, now we're at this section. Let's have a look here. That has had pellets on it before, so we don't need to put any more on. You can see how the surface is still there. Wet that. Oh, I should have put that shade. I didn't realise it was going to be so big. Right, let's take that one off there. That is a definite, that's a finished, oh my God, that's a whopper. Right, hang on, I need to get the scissors on that one, I think. 1 second. Put them up here. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, let's have a look. Let's get any dead leaves off. We can leave them to rot on the ground. That's fine. If you're dead, no point in you being on there, really, is there? Okay, got one there. Hang on, my hair's in my eyes. 1 sec. Okay, we've got a few here. Right, we need to encourage you, I think, to grow a little bit further up there. You all seem to be down here. Oh, that's an odd shape, isn't it? Is that one ready yet? Don't know. I'll keep my eye on that one. Keep my eye on that one. I just want to make sure that everything isn't just tumbling down to the floor. Oh my God, these are whoppers. These are absolute whoppers. Right, what are you thinking? Dark at the top, yellow at the bottom. I can't leave them on any longer because, oh wow, that's a whopper. Oh, that's come off quite easy. That is a whopper. Green at there, yellow at the bottom. And it said it's done the bits of, whoops, the bits at the bottom have done. Why is that so big? These are supposed to be gherkins. Holy mother. Right, okay. Still got some gherkins growing. Some ones that didn't get fertilised and have just shriveled off. Come on. Just got to take our time and go through them, I think. Right, let's get rid, if we can. Tell you what, I'm just going to put you on the tripod. We'll have a quick look. Quick look for big uns. Oh, is that another big un? Quick look for big uns. Oh, that one's not quite ready yet. I don't think it's still got all that stuff at the bottom. That one. Don't think that's quite ready yet. Right, okay, we'll put tripod because I just want to make sure that all those are growing upwards rather than just all at the bottom. Okay, right, let's just make sure if it can grow. Oh, there's another one here. There's another one here. Do you see that? Still got that stuff at the bottom. Maybe leave it another couple of days. Right, we've got you there. How do we know? Do you think we might have to sacrifice one to see? Another one there. Down there. Have I shown that one already? No, I don't think I have. I don't know. Right, what's that? Where's that one going? That one seems quite long. Let me follow it. Let me follow it. Where are you going? Right, you are that one. Right, well in that case, let's untangle you if we can. Let's make the most of this climbing structure. Oh, that's got another one on it there. Okay, that's that one. These have just grown at the bottom. Not kept my eye on them, have I, properly? Right, come on, sorry. Just going to untangle it. Because we've got this tall structure, we might as well get them to go on it, haven't we? That's what it's here for. So that the cucumbers hang down and therefore making it a little bit easier to spot them, to be fair. And they're hanging down. There we go, got a little tiddler. Little tiddler trying to escape there. There we go. Right, that's better. That's better. Oh, you've got a little tiddler. Little tiddler. That's growing funny. Right, you can hop over that one. Right, that's a bit better. We've taken the growth off the thingy now, growing it up there. But look at them. Look at the size of them. Yeah, whoppers. Let's take that weed out. Don't need that. Okay, so this side. Very good. We've got them two massive ones. I don't know if they're to sacrifice one. Because I can't. Ooh. I can sacrifice one, can I? To see what it's like. don't eat cucumber, so I wouldn't know what a cucumber tastes like. I know when I cut them that they smell. Oops, sorry, that they smell like cucumber. So I do know when I cut them they smell like cucumber. What should I do? I did read it, but it was green at one end and yellow at the other, and the stuff would come off. But they were ready, and I picked them like that last year, and someone said, "Oh no, you've left them too long. They'll be bitter." But they weren't. So I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it, going by people's experiences, and then, which is, you know, valid experiences, and then going through my own experiences where it's the opposite of what they say. So it's tricky. Don't know whether to just cut the end off, and should we cut? Because I'm going to take it and put it in. Let's cut the end off. Let me find a knife and let's cut the end off that. Let's have a look at it, shall we? I've had a few already, and there's still loads more to come, and I've got tons over there. So let's give it a go. Right, so clean my hands. I've Dettol wiped the surface on here, clean the knife, etc. Right, rather than cutting straight into it here, what I'm going to do is just cut this yellow bit off at the end and see what that looks like. Okay, just going to cut that little nubbin off at the end. Right. Okay, even that bit smells like cucumber. Look. Right. I'm going to do one of my taste tests. I don't know what a cucumber tastes like, right? But I know what it smells like. Right, it smells like cucumber. Gosh, I don't know what to do. Maybe not the skin. I don't think I enjoy the skin. Let me just cut that skin off. But you're supposed to, you can pickle these because these are just little ones to pickle, but obviously I don't. The kids just eat them whole as. Okay. Right. Let me tell you that. I can assure you that smells of cucumber, right? I'm just testing because I see what the colour is, and then I'm going to pop that in a bag and put it in my bag so that it's okay to take home. Right. I'm going to try it. Okay. Now, I'm quite well aware my face says something different sometimes to the words, right? That's just because I don't eat this sort of stuff, right? That's why my face says something different to my words, right? Okay, so I'm going to try not to let my face speak for me. Right, okay. So, that tastes like cucumber. So it's not bitter. It's like pockets of water. Pockets of, I don't know how to describe a cucumber. Like, it's just like cells of water. I don't know. I'm not going to have any more. I didn't enjoy it because I don't like cucumber. But it tastes like it smells. It's not bitter. So I think that's perfect time to pick it when it's like that. Right, that is a good thing for me to know, isn't it? Right, very, very good. I shall leave these little bits on the bird table. You never know, a bird might want to take them, chop it up a little bit more. But I'm going to pop that in my bag, and we're going to carry on around the other side of there, okay, and see what we've got going on. We might need to tie a few things up, but we'll just come to the other side for the, we need to harvest the rhubarb as well, don't we? Right, again, for the umpteenth time. Right, this one, oh my gosh. Off you pop. We've got another one there. Let's cling you onto there, mate. Sometimes I have these little cucumber things on here and they die. They don't come to anything, they don't get pollinated or whatever. But there we go. That one's got one on it. And one on the bottom as well, actually. Is that one overdone? That one might be overdone. We can open it and see, but that looks a bit of a dodgy colour, that one, doesn't it? We'll open it and see how different it looks. Look, that one's gone unnoticed, but there you go. Ooh, right, okay, we're doing so well on here. Cucumbers, gherkins are my favourite thing to grow with peas, I think, because they just seem to grow themselves. Look, that one's got another one on there. Let's lob it over there. Let that support it. Just making sure that these are growing up. Oh, there's another one down here. What's that one attached to? What is that one attached to? I think that one's done. That's another done one. Before it gets... Oh, that's just fell off anyway. That must be ready. It's fell off. Right, where are you going? Right, you can go up there. Okay, oh, there's another one on here. Here we go. Another couple on there, but that one's just looking a bit dodgy. There's a few little ones on here, actually. I'll bring you down so to have a look at these. He's a bit tangled up, but still growing upwards. So, look, there's quite a few of them. I'll just give you a quick look down here actually, because there's quite a few. Okay, so down here we've got quite a few starting to grow. That one's gone. I think that one's gone, right? Because the yellow's gone up it. That one's gone, hasn't it? So we know that one's a goner. We'll have a look at it and see what it looks like on the inside. This one's got quite a few on it there. Let's pop you up there. That one's a goner. Let's go and have a look at that one. Because that one's completely yellow, so I'm going to presume that one's bitter. Right, so might as well just chop that one in the middle. That smells like, still smells okay. That still smells okay, right. I mean, I'm no expert. Let me just give it a wipe, because I'm gonna give it a taste, because I know what the other one tastes like, and it tasted fine, wasn't bitter, right? Sorry, I'm just, not that I'm going to even eat the skin, but I'm going to take a slice of this and see if there's any difference, because otherwise I'm going to keep that anyway. Right, just let me have a chunk of that, get that bit off. I know it's only a tiny piece, right? So this one smells just like the other one, and that should be bitter, should it? It's not. It's like texture of a tasteless apple. Not tasteless, but that doesn't taste bitter. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take them all. In fact, right, okay, so we've done the other side. Right, I can see loads of peppers hanging down now. So let's go and have, not peppers, gherkins. Let's go and have a look at the peppers. And let's see what we've got going on with the peppers. We've got, one pepper's died. Okay, I thought it was supposed to change colour. It didn't. It died. Okay. Right, we've got another one starting to grow here, so we'll see. These peppers are okay. Do we have to wait for them to change colour? It does say they're supposed to be that colour, so I'm going to presume so. But this is, as you can see, there's a couple on there. It would be nice if you could grow for me. And what have we got on this one? We've got a cucumber in your ear. That probably makes it a bit difficult. Let's just pop that one there. That's got a big pepper on it. What peppers are those? And that's supposed to be red as well, isn't it? So I'm going to presume I've got to wait for it to go red. It's not red at the minute, is it? It doesn't look like it's too... Oh, there's another whopper there. Look at that whopper. Oh, and there's another one there. Look at that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 whoppers on there. Another one growing at the back. Okay, let's see if we can give you a bit of... Oops, sorry. Just bashed you on there. So we've got these. These aren't turned colour. And these ones haven't turned colour either. And I presume they're supposed to turn to colour. What's that? You can get lost. Don't know what you are. Barrage, I think. Barrage gets everywhere. Right, it's okay. So that pepper died to death, but it's got some little tiddlers coming along. We'll have to look at the cucumbers that you can see. Look at the cucumbers. Oh my goodness me. This is why you have it on a hanging structure, so you can see them hanging down. Right, okay. Let's go around the other side and have a look at the other peppers. But yes, gherkins, you are doing fantastically. That's nicely watered there. Okay, we've got peppers here. We've got peppers here. Oh, that one's been eaten. Oh my, how dare it. It's got a few on there, but they're supposed to turn as well. So what can I do? They're supposed to turn colour. Look, whoppers on there, but they haven't turned a colour either yet. What's that? Great big massive. Well, let me just get that massive one. Poke you through there. You are huge. You're a huge, huge plant, you are. Right, oh, I've got lavender. I've got my lavender. Let me just stick my lavender here for now. I love lavender. Right, you're growing through your pot. You need potting into the ground somewhere. That's something to do next time, I think. These were those little tiny plug plants. Little tiddlers. Oh, I smell it. It smells gorgeous. Oh, carrots, remember. Should we have a laugh? Yeah, should we have a laugh? I just didn't bother taking them out of the pot. I just left them, do you remember? Oh. Right, not on there. Do it on a dirty bit. This is going to be funny. Let's have a look at these gigantic carrots. Wow, look at that. My hamster is going to be very happy. Very happy with these carrots. Oh my God. I wasn't even growing them. I just couldn't be bothered taking them out. Couldn't bother thinning them out. Wow, look at them. These are supposed to be different coloured ones, if I remember rightly. Look at them. Oh, they're atrocious. I'm going to save them for my hamster. Look at that. Yeah, rainbow. I think they were rainbow carrots. Gosh, that's so bad, isn't it? So poor. Wow, look at that whopper. Hey, for a hamster, that's like a quarter of the size of its head. So, you know, it's going to get a feast on that. Oh, here we go. It's the biggest. It's the biggest. Look at that. That is a great one. Might clean them up at the end and show you my fantastic hamster carrot collection. There you go. Right, come on. Let's go back out here. What were we doing out here? Oh, there's another lot there. Let's get rid of them weeds. Don't want you. Thank you very much. No thanks. I'm going to say it's birds that's done that because there's a bird poo there. Maybe if I put you there, you might not. My other great carrots. Hey. Wow. Ooh, look at that. That's massive. Don't worry, people. I have not grown carrots. I just merely didn't plant them out. Look at them. The hamster's going to love those. Miniature. See, what I've done is grown mini carrots. That's all it is, mini carrots. Right, I'll put that there to stop the birds eating me. Peppers, shall I? Horrible birds. What's that? Oh, I forgot what that's called now. That's that plant that, a bit of that plant that Thingy got me the seeds for. Brandon accidentally got me the, well, they sent him the wrong seeds, if you remember. Hen, is it hen? I can't remember what the weed's called now. Some hen something. But anyway, they weren't sunflowers. But my sunflowers were great this year. It's just, you know, none of them were red. None of them were red. Right, okay, so we've got the herbs out there. We've got a few carrots to pick for the poor little hamster. That bed's okay. There's nothing in the middle because I was thinking by the time these grow up here, if they ever did, there'd be no light down there. But the peppers are growing okay in there. They're not doing too bad. It's just that nothing's changed colour, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that. But yeah, I think that bed's okay. I'll just give it a water. Gosh, I think time is running away with us. So rather than, I don't know whether to just carry on moving forwards meticulously and then carrying on next week, or just to zip to a few things and then carry on next week as well. You know what I want to do? Well, let's go and have a look at the cucumbers down there because they turn so quickly. I'd hate to lose any. So we will carry on. We're at the rhubarb section now. We will carry on working down meticulously, but I just want to zip to those cucumbers, those gherkins, sorry, gherkin cucumbers, whatever, just to see if we need to lift them up and if we need to pick any of the gherkins. Wow, I'm not entirely sure where to start with this lot. These ones are the crystal lemon, so these would be the round cucumbers. Have we got any you know what? We've not got whoppers, but we do have some round ones. I'm gonna bring you a bit closer so you can see them before we start putting them up because look, they're coming over the path. I don't want them going over the path, I want them going up there. So there you go. I've never grown these before. Look, I'm going to presume there's some in there, down there. Okay, we've got a few growing, but what we need to do is we need to get these plants sort of going up here, like so. So I'm just going to be lifting these up and popping them up the trellis if I can. Right, you get the idea. I am just going to go along any that are long and that I can put onto the trellis. I'm going to. It might make it easier in the end to see what's growing as well, because hopefully they'll hang down, won't they? So I'm just going to do that all the way along and round. That was quite a tricky one. There was lots of entanglement going on there between the crystal lemon and the normal ones. Yes, yeah. Didn't anticipate how big they would all grow, but as we're walking through this beautiful arch, look at the flowers. We've got loads to pick on there. Absolutely gorgeous. And there as well. Oh, just the colour of this place. It looks fabulous. But whilst I was over here sort of sorting these bits out to grow up the thing, I did spot some cucumbers that we need to, gherkins that we need to pick, I think. These are a different sort entirely, right? There we go, there's one. These ones are green ones. As you can tell, are different. I prefer these ones, I think. That one's got a bit of a funny colour. Let's have that one. Yeah, it was all sort of getting entangled, sorry. Right. That one, I think, is starting to get eaten, so I'll take that one. Don't forget, these are supposed to be gherkins, so they're supposed to be little tiddlers, not great big whoppers. Right, let me just make sure. There's some little ones in here. I don't know. Might give them a little bit longer, not quite dark green. Loads of other little ones on there. Let me just stick that up there. Get it to grow up there. It's a lot easier if it grows up there. Sorry, difficult to film in a very confined space. Right, so we've got a few there. Whoop. Let's just have a look around here. Got one there. That's a whopper. That's a different one again, isn't it? Oh yeah, I think I did have a few different sorts on here, if I remember rightly. Yeah, anything else? It can be quite tricky to spot blooming cucumbers. Oh, look at that nest. I found a nest of these blooming gherkins here. A nest of gherkins. Is that a thing? I think that's grown like that because it's grown next to one, hasn't it? You know what I mean? It's grown like that because it's grown like that, if you get me. Like that. I think they'll still be okay. Yeah, I think there's a couple of different sorts of gherkins that I grew on here. Just getting rid of them, really. Right, any more in that nest? Okay. Hang on, sorry, I can't. I think you can see something else in there, yep. Right, another one in that nest. That popped off. Right, any more? Gosh. Here we go, another in that nest. Should we leave that one a bit longer? I think we might leave that one a bit. Oh, there's another. Good grief. That was going right, so we'll take that one. There's another one around there. 1 second. It's as big as that one's going to get, I think. Right, I think all the other ones are going to take a little more growing, but we've got those. And there's a few different gherkins on here. Oh, look, they're all different. They're all different. Right, another selection. Some these ones here. Goodness me. Right. Okay. Gosh, what can I do with all them cucumbers, some gherkins? What can I do with them? No idea. Right, while we're down here, look at the seeds. Those seeds, landcress, doing absolutely fantastic. Look at them. Couldn't do better. But this. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Definitely, I think that is one. That is one. That's one. That's one. That's one, maybe. That's one. That's one. That's one. We did 3 rows, didn't we? Nothing in that 3rd row. And then you just got all these little bits of straw. I don't pick anything in case I'm picking one of these. So I'm just going to let this, grow. But what I need to do now is water that. You don't need to see me do that. I will water that any second. But yeah, I think that might be the kohlrabi. That might be. I don't think these little bits and pieces are, but I'll just let them grow. I'll just let them continue. Let me just go to our sweet corn. Look, it's growing. Okay. Let's just give it a waft, like you do. Bit of a waft. A little bit scraggly. I'm not sure those sweet corns are going to amount to anything. There we go. Give it a good old waft. That's what you do. Right, okay. I'm going to water that, I think, and cut some flowers. Just thought you'd like to see my hamster carrots. Right, I pulled all the half-decent ones up. Could you imagine what they'd have been like if I'd have actually made the effort to plant them and grow them properly? They are all different colours because they are supposed to be different colours. It was rainbow carrots, weren't they? But you know what? They do smell like carrots. Oh, I amaze myself that I actually grow things that smell like it should do. But yeah, I wasn't growing carrots, as you know, because I should have sowed them, like you all said, where I wanted them to grow, and I didn't. So I left them in the pots and just left them. Kept watering them, just left them. And I've got little hamster carrots. I'm going to say that is a win for the hamster. It can go with his hamster blooming radishes, can't it? Oh, just thinking about it, there must be some beans on here ready by now. No, they're too little. They are way too little. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now that one looks a fat. That one looks a fat one. That one looks like a fat one. Let's have that. Let's take that one. The others don't look as fat, do they? And that one doesn't look quite as fat. Right, no, I don't think so. Right, let's take it over to our little harvest. Right, I've got my little hamster harvest here with the carrots and the radish and the 3 peas that were left. Maybe even that. We've got our spring onion and all our cucumbers, and even the yellow ones were okay. So, not quite sure about that. Right, time's running away with me. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to stop here, and we will carry on from the rhubarb next time because there's so much more to do. We've got the corn houses to do, the loofahs. I need to show you the loofahs. They're exciting. The beans, the other beans, I need to show you those. Lots and lots of things to do. But it's going to be next time now. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate every comment, every like, and even if you share or, you know, just spread the word for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, happy gardening. And I think next week, the sun might even be out. Fingers crossed.